Hey everybody, Puka Jim, October the 23rd. I just wanted to share with you my experience of getting sick in Colombia and in Panama. Little backstory is I was in Colombia under a tourist permit, and I had to be out of the country by October 5th, and my plan was to go to Panama for about a week and then return back to Colombia for another 90 days. And from there, I would go back to Canada to reapply for my visa. So anyways, I expected, had my flight booked and everything. I fully expected a boring time in Panama. Never been there before, but I want to be in Colombia. So around September 28th, I started getting some symptoms in my throat. I just chalked it up to dust or whatever. Now I had to fly out of Villavicencio on October the 3rd, so lots of time. September 29th, symptoms started getting a little bit worse, and I'm starting to think, well, I don't know, something's going on here. It's pretty sharp pain. I was a nurse for 25 years, and I automatically defaulted to strep throat, I'm thinking. And then on the 30th, yeah, it's getting worse. And so I did a little Googling there, Dr. Google, and I went and got some amoxicillin, some antibiotics, 500 milligrams twice a day for 10 days. Was the recommendation for strep throat. Over the counter, cost me $3 in Colombia. And then it didn't seem to be helping, but usually antibiotics take a little while orally. It was getting harder and harder to swallow, and it was very painful. So then October the 1st, it's getting worse, man. October the 2nd, I'm in a lot of pain. And so my friends here said, well, you know, Jim, this isn't looking good. So day of my flight, they took me in the morning, they took me to the Red Cross clinic in Villavicencio. Now, I mean, the timelines are really short here. So I went in, and this is, so they took me to the Red Cross clinic, and what happened is I went to the counter. I went with a friend of mine who could speak good Spanish, and went to the front there, waited in line, got up, explained what was happening. I paid 30,000 pesos and got in line to see the doctor. Took a little piece of paper, went up to another area, went in and saw the doctor. It was all really quick, and the doctor examined me. Yeah, she says you got strep throat. Wrote me a script for penicillin. I went to the neighboring pharmacy right there, bought the penicillin. I think it was like 24,000 pesos, and took it back. Oh, and then plus another script was for an IM anti-inflammatory. And then I went in to see the nurse. They tested me for sensitivity to penicillin, just a little skin test with a little bleb, sub-Q bleb. And I checked out okay. Sat down, they injected me in the buttock with the anti-inflammatory, and I thought that was painful. But then, man, they gave me the penicillin, and I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. Oh, that was so painful. It was so painful. And I think about all the times that I've given injections to people as a nurse, and now I apologize. Anyways. So, and then off I went that afternoon to Bogota, thinking, okay, this will help me. Flew to Bogota, spent the night in Bogota, and then on the plane to Panama the next day on October the 4th. And I'm ill. I'm really ill. It doesn't seem like the penicillin was even hitting it. And I also had some lozenges I was using for my throat. But I'm telling you, I could hardly swallow. It was just agony. So I thought I gotta see another clinic, and so I arrived in Panama October 4th. I just crashed, woke up early in the morning, just Googled where the nearest clinic was, and walked 2 kilometers to the clinic, and was first in line at 7 o'clock in the morning. And so when I got there, the doctor, it was really interesting. First thing I did is I paid a fee. It was, now this is Canadian dollars, because they use American there, American dollar, and so I just going by my visa that I used, and it converted it to Canadian with the fees. So in Canadian, I paid $33.91 just to see the doctor. Went and saw the doctor. Very, very thorough exam. He suspected a viral infection because I gave him the history of penicillin and everything, and so he ordered a blood test, and he took the blood test. Went into the nurse, and I sat and I waited. That blood test came back within an hour, easy, or even sooner, and it tested positive for strep. All my other blood work checked, other than high blood white blood cell count, all indicative of infection, etc., etc. And so then he decided to give me IV antibiotic. I think it was azithromycin, I think, and then come back the next day. Plus, he gave me some other script for the pain. Went back the next day, first thing in line again. Only paid another $33.92 to see the doctor, and the second dose was for free of IV antibiotic. So after that, started getting better, and he gave me some more stuff for the pain, throat stuff. So what was the damage and all that? So all in in Red Cross and Villavicencio, 30,000 plus to 50,000 for my IM penicillin, etc. About 80,000 pesos, which works out to about 25-30 bucks Canadian in Colombia, and very quickly. They got me through there really fast, very efficient, very professional. And then in Panama, all told, it came to about pretty close to 150 bucks Canadian, all in. That's 2 doses of IV antibiotic. Very professional, very quick. A good experience in both countries. So that's my experience with the medical system. Now, I have medical insurance, but I got a $3,000 deductible, and I'm not going to dent it. I'm not going to even use my health care coverage, because it always increases it, and for this kind of thing I can afford it. And as you can see, I think it was very cheap. I was really impressed with the speed, and really impressed with the care that I was given in both countries. So little thing, coming back into Colombia, they never asked any questions. Just looked at my passport. How long are you in here for? I told them I'm coming in for a tourist, gave the address, and that was it. Didn't ask for medical, didn't ask for return flight, just went smoothly through. So anyways, that's my quick little experience. Guys, take care. Bye-bye.